Could you repeat that again, please?
I'm calling on behalf of Donna Skelly and the Ontario PC Party.
Sure.
I know that Donna Skelly, there's a potential that there might be a spring election, a provincial spring election in the coming weeks. Could Donna Skelly and the Ontario PC Party count on your support if there was an election?
Well, that would depend on how Ms. Scully views issues that face half the population. Perhaps she would like to talk to me a little bit further about this. My name is Dan Parents. I am the news director for A Voice for Men for all of Canada. We are an international organization, and we discuss men's issues. Now, one issue that perhaps Ms. Scully could take up was the fact that men make up 76% of all suicides, and knowing this fact, the Canadian Mental Health Association has 11 papers for women's mental health and 1 paper for men's mental health. That's one issue perhaps Ms. Scully could address. Another issue that Ms. Scully could possibly address is the domestic violence issue. According to the last General Social Survey done in 2009, 585,000 men and 601,000 women reported domestic violence at the hand of their spouse. Now, that is a difference. That is about 6% of men and 6.4% of women. That is a 1% difference, and that 1% difference has remained constant for the last 20 years, or about 3 general social survey cycles, which are done every 5 years. Now, the Canadian government, knowing this fact, has 593 abused women's shelters out there, but not one for men. This is another issue perhaps Ms. Scully could address. I would also like to know the PC Party's stand on male genital mutilation, ma'am. That is also known as circumcision, okay? Now, that little cut is not a little cut. As a matter of fact, that little cut in the adult male penis will be 1/3 to 1/2 of the adult male skin of that penis. It is 4 feet of blood vessels, 240 feet of nerve endings, and 20,000 nerve endings. So, ma'am, I would like to know what Ms. Scully is going to do about male genital mutilation as well. We have a section in the criminal code where it is illegal for female genital mutilation. Where is the same protection for men?
Oh, okay. I don't know what her stand is on the different issues that you brought up, but if you wanted her information, I could give you her website.
Is she still operating her office down here in Dundas, right beside the Spencer's Creek Animal Hospital? Because I can drop off information for her right there.
I actually don't have an office for her or a phone number. Because the election hasn't been announced yet, I don't have that sort of information, but we just have the website. I could give that to you. It's adfw.ontariopc.com.
Sure. And can you pass on that message for me? And she can expect a call from me if she'd like. If she'd like to do an interview, I'm willing to do an interview and bring forth the the issues at play that half the population face, ma'am. And I would like to point out that when you ignore the issues that 1/2 of the population face, that they will inevitably come around and bite the other half of the population in the butt. Because when you ignore the problems of 1/2 the population, it does affect the other half of the population.
Okay. Well, we appreciate what you've had to say. I can't really speak for her, but she does get the opinions of the people that we're speaking with. So thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Well, it's an election issue, and we will be advising our readers, and we get about 25,000 hits a day, and now that is internationally, but there are a substantial portion of Canadian readers, and we are seeing these as election issues in Ontario, and Ontario has about 39% of Canada's population. There are numerous issues, and I would really like, as a matter of fact, Ms. Scully should remember me from last year because I have a videotape of me handing literature to her tent at the Cactus Festival, the Dundas Cactus Festival there. So she should be well aware of those issues already.
Okay. If I could just ask you one last thing. I asked you, could the PC Party and Donna Skelly count on your support in the potential spring election? And I guess your response is it undecided or not supporting, or?
I
know that you have a lot of issues, but what is your stance on supporting the PC party and Donna Scully? Is it?
You know what? It's contingent on you know, those issues. How does Donna Scully, you know, see? You know, what is Donna Scully's view, or what is Donna Scully's position on Bill C-560 as well, the shared parenting bill? Don't you think? You know, doesn't Donna Scully believe that, or does Miss Scully believe that a child has the right to both parents, provided that both parents are not abusive? And I know you can't answer for her, ma'am. I know. I understand. But these are the issues that are at play for half the population.
Okay. We thank you so much for taking the time to express for your input and for your comments. So thank you so much for that. And
I bet you didn't want to call this number again. Ma'am, I will say you have been extremely civil. You've done your job very, very well for your party. But these are the issues that have been ignored for about the last 50 years in Canadian society, if not most Western civilizations.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. I know that some of the issues are a concern, so thank you so much.
Okay. You have a wonderful day, and you know, best of luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.